What's up, YouTube? This is your big brother, King Jabez, back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over Instagram at the King Jabez. Whatever you decide to do, it will be greatly appreciated. Let's do some work. In today's video, I want to really break down just the power of witchcraft and how, more importantly, we can come against that and tap into a power that is greater than the power of witchcraft. Now, this is a video that a topic I covered rather, on the 1st of this month over my other account. And that download was just for 1 minute, got over 60,000 views, a lot of questions, got some direct messages. I want to take this time now on this platform to really break this down and give some more teeth to that and give you some guidance as to how to deal with this stuff and how to get the victory. Their witchcraft will no longer work on you. I have a lot I want to share today with this particular subject, but I want to begin by saying it's really all about control. If you think about witchcraft, it's about control. I want to control your influence. I want to control your relationships. I want to control how much money you make. If you are an individual listening to this message and you fall into one of these, 3 or 4 categories, you're either a really good looking person, okay, very intelligent person, very talented person, or in some cases, all of the above. You are a prime candidate for witchcraft. People who want to control those who either are really good looking, intelligent, or talented. Because when you fall into one of those lanes, you are now in a position to have influence. You have influence when you have the brain, the intelligence to run an operation. When you look good, there's money in that. And of course, common sense, if you are talented, whether that be through sports, whether it be through music, business, you have charisma, right? You have something to offer. If you have something to offer, there are people around you who want to control that influence. I just recently did this video on my other account where I talked about this particular subject and had a lot of views, a lot of questions, a lot of direct messages. So I want to take this time to break this down on this platform in a more extended version. Witchcraft is basically 3 objectives: intimidation, domination, and manipulation. You think about somebody who wants to control, right? Remember, control is key word in this topic today. Control. I want to control your influence, who you talk to, where you go, who's around you. Watch people like that. Watch people who want to gatekeep your life. Let's talk today. Listen, watch people, let's break it down, who want to serve as gatekeepers in your life. That can be dangerous. In other words, they want to control you. They want to control how you operate. And of course, we all need mentors. We all need counselors. We all need people to do all that. Nothing wrong with that. There's a difference between having a mentor and a gatekeeper. 2 different things. And so when people want to manipulate, and this can often happen with women. Women won't come with brute force like men. So they'll use manipulation to try to get their way, to emotionally control you and get you acting a certain type of way. And what men will often do is use intimidation. They come with that brute force. You're going to bow down, right? And they start threatening and get angry, swell up like a bullfrog. That's kind of how men come, right? So men will often come with that intimidation, right? And ladies will often come with that manipulation. They're both the same thing. They're both various forms of witchcraft. I can't influence you through love, right? Which is what you're supposed to do. Right, love is how you influence people. So since I can't win you over by loving you, y'all not like this. I got to win you over by controlling you through intimidation. I got to win you over by controlling you through manipulation. I got to manipulate you, make you feel bad enough to do what I want you to do. Or from a man, I got to dominate you and make you do what I want you to do. Right? Since I can't win you over with love, I want to win you over with intimidation or manipulation. And that's witchcraft. So let me break it down this way. Favor comes from the Most High. When an individual, when a man, when a woman has divine favor and they're protected, they're guided, they have influence, they're doing things a certain way. People who don't have that favor will try to get it through a back door. And the back door is often through trying to tap into power in an illegitimate way. What do I mean by that? If they can't get the favor based on how they live, they have to get the favor through gossip. They have to get the favor through lying, through manipulation, by going out of their way to change how people see you. This is a strong manifestation of witchcraft. They often camouflage, right, through a certain type of language to get people to see things their way. And this is why I'm going to just put this out there. A lot of times people who often talk about, things of God, they're even mentioned in the Bible. They're mentioning angels and demons, and they be the biggest devils. And the reason they do that, because they figure if I can mention this, surely you won't think that it's me. Okay, so just because somebody say God or angel or demon don't mean they're a godly person. Some of the biggest devils on these platforms, listen to me, this is what big bro know. I've been doing this for about 5 years now. Some of the biggest devils on these platforms often talk about God, often talk about the Most High, and they on the devil's side. So just because someone uses language is often used to camouflage an evil motive. Let's put that out there, that part. And this is why you have to be careful with jealous people, people who are insecure, because an individual who is insecure, that unchecked jealousy will eventually turn to sabotage and hate. And now they're trying to bring you down. And so an individual who struggles with insecurity and jealousy, this is an individual who will do anything to get power. And these are people who will often use witchcraft, spells, voodoo, you name it. They would use any of the above to get access to your life. And some of you right now, let me put this out there. You got people right now who are doing things in private, spells, witchcraft, and voodoo to try to bring you down. But you shouldn't fear that. If you are an individual who was protected by the Most High, you don't have to fear that. So they're trying that stuff, and it may have even worked in some cases temporarily, right? And it worked temporarily. Let me put this out there to get you to a place where you tap into your higher self. And so sometimes the Most High will use even your enemies to make you go higher in your prayer life, to make you go higher in your spiritual journey, to make you go into a place where you're meditating more, where you're reading more, when you're praying more, when you're thinking deeper about your life. And so sometimes he will even use these people to make you tap into your higher self. Sometimes the evil you face will push you into a corner. And when you push into a corner, the wise will tap into their higher selves and learn more, think deeper. And this is something you should think about. And what this becomes is a form of mind control. Think about a teaching I gave in the past, how animals are often used to symbolize or to give a deeper spiritual meaning. So in spiritual warfare, in the spirit realm, the octopus is used as a picture of mind control. So we have the tentacles, for example, of an octopus. That is a picture of mind control. So when an individual has control over how you think, that is a form of mind control, and this can lead to insanity. This can lead to confusion. And this is why some people struggle with being decisive and making decisions, because you've often been controlled in your life in that area, and you struggle now to think clearly. So if you are an individual who has ever been under mind control, let me give you this. Mind control spirits hate when you anoint your forehead with oil. Let me put that out there. Mind control demons are uncomfortable when you take olive oil and anoint your forehead with oil. Why? Because what you're doing is you're tapped into your higher self, and anointing the oil is a symbol of the spiritual power that comes from the spirit of the Most High. Okay. And so when you take that oil, which is a symbol, and you anoint your head with oil and you pray, what happens is that you directly attack that spirit that's trying to control your mind. And mind control is a form of witchcraft. You follow? And some of you may have wrestled with this stuff for years, whether it be through an addiction to drugs and alcohol, whether it be through an addiction to what you're watching on your phone, literature you read, maybe you were involved in the occult or secret knowledge in the past. There are various ways that spirits can access to your mind. And so if you've been deeply involved in this stuff, you may need to anoint your forehead, you hear me, the sides of your head, the back of your head, to get that break that you need to go forward. Now, I did a video maybe a year ago when I broke down in detail all the areas of your body you should anoint. I'm trying to remember that off the top of my head right now in this video. But we talked about the temple area. We talked about anointing the throat area as well, right? Your heart, your spleen, right? Your belly button. Now, the reason the belly button is important because I believe your spirit is in your stomach area, right? Hard to explain that, articulate that as best as I can. But when the scripture says out of your belly should flow rivers of living water, it's giving you a message. There's something there. And I believe this is where your spirit is at. So people, humans, we are triune, right? We're spirit, soul, and body. We have a physical body. We have a soul, or your mind, your thinking, right? The intellect. And you have an actual spirit. And your spirit is located in the stomach area. That's why often when you think about this, when you're people who sing, for example, who do music, they have a feeling of unction in their stomach. People who speak, it happens to me all the time. If I'm deep into a message, something like that, I feel an influence right here in my stomach area. Why is that? That's where my spirit is at. So anoint that part with oil, all of that. And this can help you to really protect yourself. right, against some of this witchcraft that you're under. Some of you right now, you're under it, even if you're not practicing it. And let me be honest about this. Witches and warlocks are often nice people. So if you're expecting them to be mean, bad looking, they're often handsome men and good looking women. Do you hear me? They are often handsome men and good looking women. And they're some of the best witches and warlocks out here because they have the looks, they have the influence, and they want to come in and control everything you're doing. And if you're going through that, you have to protect yourself the right way.